small words but, and so. Okay, these are called connecting words. They join two sentences to make one sentence, connecting words. Okay, each part of the sentence is called a clause. The most important part of the sentence is the main clause or the independent clause. Okay, this main clause or independent clause is complete on its own. It doesn't need the second part of the sentence to make sense. Take a look at some examples. For example, we can say, he likes apples. We can also say, he makes apple pies. So those are two main clauses that make sense alone. Okay, this is the sentence we saw a little while ago. He likes apples and he makes apple pies. Now we have one sentence, but we also have two clauses. The two clauses are, he likes apples, second clause, he makes apple pies. Okay, this is like adding 2 plus 2, except the answer is 1. It makes one sentence. Okay, this is called a compound sentence. A compound sentence is two main clauses joined together by a connecting word, like but, and, or so, and together the two sentences make one sentence. That's the compound sentence. Okay, you can break the sentence apart and have two complete sentences when you have a compound sentence. For example, he likes apples and he makes apple pies. So our two independent clauses are, he likes apples, he makes apple pies. Now, we have also seen a few sentences that are a little different. Here's an example. He likes apples because they are delicious. This sentence has two clauses, but only one main clause. The main clause is, he likes apples. That part is complete by itself. We are left with, because they are delicious. This part isn't complete and can't stay by itself. It needs the other part, the main clause of the sentence, in order to make sense. So, when we have a second part or a part of the sentence that is not complete on its own, we call that a dependent, sometimes called a subordinate clause. Okay? We call this a dependent or subordinate clause because it needs the main clause in order to make sense. Okay, take a look at this. Because I like it. What? Well, we don't really know what the sentence is about. So, this dependent clause, because I like it, needs a main clause. Okay, let's look at the sentence. I play tennis a lot because I like it. Okay, now it makes sense. Now it's a complete sentence. This kind of sentence is called a complex sentence. So a complex sentence has a dependent or subordinate clause plus a main clause. Now, let's go back to talking about things that might happen in the future. For things that actually might happen, we use the verb hope. Here are some examples of how we can use hope. to talk about things that might happen in the future. I hope I have money in the future. Dan hopes for a good job in the future. Now, in the first sentence, we have two parts. First part is I hope. Second part, I have money in the future. Okay, we can also write it like this. I hope that I have money in the future. This part, that I have money in the future, is the dependent clause, and it's also the object of the verb hope. Now, let's look again at our list. Things that might happen: money, a good job, love, children, health, a new car, good friends, good English, a long life. All right, now let's make some sentences using hope as our verb. Linda, can you start?
Okay. I hope that I have money in the future.
All right, can you do it another way?
Okay. I hope that I have a lot of money in the future.
I hope so too. That is different, but can you do it another way?
Okay. I hope for money in the future.
Very good. Now, Sylvia, you do the next one.
I hope for a good job in the future.
Very good. Now, you know, you have to do it another way.
Yes. I hope that I have a good job in the future.
Good girl. Now, Alberto, it's your turn.
I hope that I have love in the future.
Oh, very sweet. What a romantic. Now, can you do it another way?
I hope for love in the future.
Oh, very good. I'm sure your girlfriend does too. Okay, Linda, back to you.
Okay. I hope for health in the future, and I hope that I have good health in the future.
Very good. Okay, Sylvia, this time use Alberto as the subject.
Alberto hopes for a new car in the future. Alberto hopes he has a new car in the future.
All right, right, Alberto. You do the next one. Use Linda as the subject.
Linda hopes that she has good friends in the future. Linda hopes good friends in the future.
Very good. Of course, you are next. Sylvia, use we as the subject.
We hope we have good English in the future. We hope for good English in the future.
Good job. I know you will certainly have good English in the future. And finally, Alberto, you finish. Use you as the subject.
You hope for a long life. You hope that you have a long life.
Yes, all right. Good job, everyone. Now I hope we all look and listen.
Look and listen.
I hope you have a good time on vacation. I hope for more money in my job. He hopes for a new car. They hope they will speak good English. She hopes that she has children after she gets married. They hope that you are healthier tomorrow.
Read and repeat.
Now let's talk about things that might not happen or things that are imaginary. Sometimes we want things, but we know that they're not realistic. We know that we can't really have them, or they are imaginary. For these kinds of things, we can use wish. A wish is something that we hope for, but we know that we probably won't get them, or it's only something that we can imagine. Let me teach you a wish we make on the very first star we see at night.